between the Detroit Lions and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready? 40. All day. All day. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Armstrong. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw on second down. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Throwing on first down. Daniels. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 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 check. Sponge. No.
Now Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Jackson to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. To throw on third down, Daniels. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. First and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. Now a give, right side. Armstrong. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Slam, slam, slam. Share. Hustle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles? The coach. The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. The coach. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and 11 now. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Watch the curl. Undercrunch. SOS.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on third and long. And it's complete. the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got room. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tyree Jackson as time expires in the 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a
there on the final play of the 1st half.
The Lions take their 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's complete to Jesse James. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check 25, check 25.
On first down, Daniels going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Say. Let's go. Drive on. Check. Switch gears. Get up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10.
Jim.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play.
Touchdown, Titans! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
From the gun, Daniels. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. We are back now in Sacramento. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Daniels. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Daniels. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, let's see if they can do it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Watch the screen.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, this is Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Throwing on first down. Daniels flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,